Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's reading, or welcome back if you are a regular viewer. My name is Stephanie, and this week we will be looking at the energy for the week of March 5th through March 11th, 2023. We do have a full moon this week on, I believe, Tuesday, a full moon in Virgo. If you are a regular watcher, you know I know very little about astrology, but I do usually mention the new moons and the full moons and some other events. So this week we do have that energy coming in on Tuesday. It'll affect us about 3 days on either side of that. So if this is your first time watching, every week I bring you an energetic forecast that sets us up so that we can have the best possible week. And I do that by channeling 3 Akashic keywords from the Akashic records during my work in those each week. And then we get some crystal energy this week from crystal deck number 4 from healingcrystals.com. This week we will get our full moon energy from the Moonology deck, and then the rest of our week will be brought to you by Tosha Silver's Divine Abundance deck. So let's get started just by talking about the 3 keywords this week. I thought this week was kind of interesting. It does have a little different feel. I got acceptance, gratitude, and New Year, and I thought, well, this is March. Why am I getting the phrase New Year? I mean, it's kind of a strange phrase to get anyway when it comes to these guiding keywords, but I did ask, and it said, you know, this has kind of been a lead up. This is the actual New Year. So March is our actual New Year. Any of you who follow astrology or are knowledgeable about it, feel free to chime in the comments. And let me know if that makes sense to you astrologically, because I got that it was something with the full moon energy this week, but also, you know, perhaps it's a different kind of astrological calendar that I'm not familiar with. But I got that, you know, like March is the new year. This is actually our beginning. So really looking for renewed energy when it comes to projects and just things we've been working on, whether they're internal or external. This is going to be a new year. This week starts a new year. So the January, February was kind of an adjustment period. This is the actual new year was the message I was getting. And then acceptance and gratitude is just kind of a settling in energy, accepting where you're at, being in gratitude for the lessons you've learned. It's more of a knowing. We have more of a energy of surety around us, where we're really connected with who we are at a soul level. We are connected to our authenticity. We know what we want to put out into the world. We know who we are internally and what our feelings are like, and we've accepted those. That's the acceptance keyword. And we're in gratitude for what has brought us to this point. So just kind of settling into that and being mindful of that, remembering that this week. And then we have this new year. So I did go ahead and pull the oracle cards, as I always do. I have not looked at them yet, except for the Moonology card, because I did specifically draw the full moon in Virgo card for Tuesday. So let's talk about our crystal energy first. So this week we have blue jade. Oh, that is like an exact match, isn't it? This is the first time I've ever worn this shirt. And I don't remember this card ever coming up before. And it's kind of an interesting color. It's not really common. And those are an absolute spot on match. That's so funny. So our 3 keywords for blue jade are harmony, serenity, and clarity. I feel like that matches up really well with the acceptance and gratitude keywords that came out this week. It's going to work most strongly with the throat, third eye, and crown chakras. So those upper chakras, kind of speaking with gratitude, remembering that this week, that's our 3rd keyword, will bring harmony, serenity, and clarity. But also being tuned into your own intuition and then that higher guidance that's coming through. So the affirmation or mantra you can use if you want to connect with the energy of blue jade this week is, I am pleased with the steady progress of my spiritual growth. And that's kind of the energy I was getting. Like we feel solid this week. We feel like we know who we are. I am pleased with the steady progress of my spiritual growth. I love this week. Okay, let's talk about our Sunday energy. Our Sunday energy is the allowing card. Perfect right off the bat. It says radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. So this is about always being in that energy of authenticity. You know, how we've talked about so many times, if what you're doing is from a place of authenticity and you're really tuned into what it is you want, then what you're sending forward, what's going to be waiting there for you, is going to be in alignment for you. And radical acceptance says, just say yes. Say yes to what's unfolding. Be open to all possibilities. Be radically open to all possibilities. So that what is best, what is in your highest good, what is most in alignment can flow into you. Monday, we have the right action card. So a paragrana literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come. So very much just mimics the energy of allowing, or follows the energy of allowing. So we Sunday and Monday, same energy of just kind of surrendering. Let everything that wants to go, go, so that everything that wants to come in and is in alignment can come in. I like this. So then let's take a look at our full moon card for Tuesday. And again, you'll feel that energy before and after. A lot of times it's just kind of heightened emotions, or spending a little more time thinking about what we want to do. So this week, the way that'll affect you is try to spend more time in acceptance, try to spend more time in gratitude, not in kind of questioning things or ruminating, but just accepting and being thankful. In that, say, along those same lines, the full moon in Virgo card says you are good enough. So if there were ever a card of acceptance, it's knowing that you are good enough. So it says it's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask any questions. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flashy, just quietly certain. There's that surety energy that was popping up, that you are good enough. And then it says, worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. So that's what I just mentioned about don't be in that energy of ruminating or overthinking. This is a week to really just settle into that acceptance and that gratitude. Stop second guessing yourself. It's a time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. Sort what is good in your life from what is no longer serving you, and clear out energies via salt baths and meditations, which is always a good idea, a good general spiritual hygiene practice, but especially good around the time of a full moon. So that was our Tuesday energy. And then Wednesday we have letting go. I love this. Like, what is making space for what is coming in? Letting go says everything is indeed out of control and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. And so for these decks and most of Tosha Silver's decks I've mentioned in the past when I use them, feel free to substitute whatever word is meaningful to you. They do use God a lot. You can use higher power, you can use higher self, you can use the divine, whatever feels best to you. I will read them as is. Everything is indeed out of control, and it's designed that way. And God will hold it all. I can safely let go. So, and by that letting go, you are making the space for allowance and right action to come in. Thursday, we have expansiveness. So it says, eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego, which is interesting on the heels of this. Like, I don't have to design it. I don't have to control it. I know that the divine, that eternity, that God, that my higher power has a bigger, broader, more expansive view than I do here in human form. So I'm going to just kind of accept that. Our second keyword, be in gratitude for that, and recognize it and allow that expansiveness to unfold. Ooh, sorry, I got excited. I love this card. It's the outrageous openness card, which to me, this is like the quintessential Tosha Silver card, outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will, release me from my attachments, surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive. So still that energy of allowance, still that energy of acceptance. but just kind of the perfect card after this full moon of allowing in whatever is best, whatever is lined up for you. Oh, perfect. So our Saturday energy is the gratitude card, which is the third keyword this week. So fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. So I love that this comes out on the last day of the week. We're solidly moving out of that full moon energy by Saturday, and we are in gratitude for the experience. So perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, I love this. I love the way it unfolds. Really, I just get a very settled, very solid, very sure feeling this week. Like we have accepted where we're at. We are thankful for where we're at, and we are open to all of the possibilities that are coming into our life. That is the energy of this week. I am going to go ahead and do the yes or no card for those of you that have a question. I will go ahead and set these cards aside. And just go ahead and formulate a question if you have one. If not, I will see you next week. If you do have something you've been pondering, something you'd like to get just some additional yes or no guidance on, I will draw a yes or no card here in just a moment. If you need to pause the video to really get some clarity surrounding your question, that's fine. I will be here. If you have your question ready, then let's just shuffle these two. Just holding that question in your mind. And focusing on these two cards. Just going with whichever one pops out to you immediately. So if you chose this one this week, the answer is no. And if you chose this one this week, your answer is yes. I hope this helps. I hope it brings you some clarity. I will be in the energies of acceptance and gratitude and a brand new year this week. I hope you will join me, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.